Yeah, so this is a last 8 clash, or quarter-final clash between two of Wales's finest Blackball pool players. Ben, as we've mentioned before, full-time professional pool player, and Simon, multiple tour victories in the amateur and since he turned pro. So quick handshake and a lag. Which I think Simon's just won, so Simon will get us underway. No easy draw from here on in the latter stages of the Open. And these are two of the best, well, probably two of the best players in the world at this game. So, oh, you got your brew and biscuits. Simon, normally a big sledgehammer break. Looks like he's using a break cue there, Simon. I know he used to use his own, but I know he uses a very fine tip, so probably trying to preserve his tip. That's why a lot of players use the break cue, just because they use, you know, something like a 6.57 to 7.5 mil tip, very fine tip, and if you're breaking too much, you just the ferrule ends up breaking the wood around, so you normally have to have a new ferrule, and sometimes can shorten the cue as well. I'm going to be joined in the com box. We're having a threesome with our leader Kev Barton and our current world champion Craig Marsh. How you doing, Craig? Oh, wait a minute. We just need our tech guy. Yeah, we do. We're going to get Dave. We're going to just get Dave to turn Kevin Craig on.
Yeah, I'm turned on.
Are you turned on? Are you turned
Always. On? It's just the way he's sat. Don't worry.
How you doing, Craig? All right?
Yeah, very good, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, good.
He's got a beer in his hand. He's
yeah.
Careful what you ask him.
Oof.
So,
we've got these days.
We thought we'd get a bit of expertise into the box.
Someone who knows what's going
on. but he wasn't available, so we got Craig in.
I was waiting for that. There was no way that was going to be a compliment then.
We've just witnessed probably one of the best matches ever on the stream from an individual. Mark Farnsworth just beaten Jason Hill. Jason Hill's basically he's broke dry, and he's left himself no shot on another break. He's missed one pot and he's lost the match. And, he's lost 7-1.
That'll teach him to miss.
Pretty unreal. Yeah, I'll teach him to miss.
So, Craig, two people you know very well.
Yes.
Doing battle, who've probably had many battles over the years. Tell us how you see this one.
Oh, well, put it this way. I think Ben will be more disappointed if he doesn't win than Simon, because Simon plays minimal now. He hardly plays at all. Ben plays every day of his life. So
yeah,
if he doesn't win, then he'd be very disappointed, I think. But Simon's so naturally talented. I don't think he has to practice, to be honest.
Yeah, he mentioned that earlier when we asked him. He said that he doesn't really feel he needs the need to practice as much. Nowadays he's put the hard mileage in the past.
Yeah, I think I feel the same, to be honest. I think I've done sort of the apprenticeship, if you like, and it's not something I sort of enjoy anymore. I play. Like I enjoy I go have a knock on a Tuesday. That when that's it, I think. But that's enough for me,
Yeah, quick break dish there from Simon. Gets him.
Has he ever done a slow one?
Yeah.
Good start by Simon, though.
So what do you reckon to the venue then, Craig?
Lovely.
First impressions?
Very nice. It's nice to have a load of room in between each table, to be honest. Not waiting for someone to take a shot. That's good.
Yeah,
I like that. I do like that.
And so it's the last tour of the season, and it's been a great year in many ways, and there's obviously things that we still need to improve on, and that we'll address next year.
Yeah.
But, which we're quite open and honest about. But money aside and those sort of things, what's been your take on this season?
To be honest, I haven't seen a lot of change really to what it was, but I think the new we definitely need something extra. There is something missing. I can't put my finger on what it is, but there is definitely something missing that we need, I think. But I can't really put my finger on what it is.
Well, that's right. No help, that, isn't it? What were we?
Yes, no, it wasn't a lot of help, I know, but no, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
we need that injection from so it's a money man, or somebody that can grow, take it to that next level.
Obviously, everybody's looking for that. I mean, in any sport, but I mean, I did hear that Paul Hurd is looking to be involved. Is that right? Because he's one of my sponsors, Paul, and he's looking to be involved. And in all fairness, he's absolutely brilliant for Poole and Gibraltar. What he does out there is incredible. So I think if he was going to get involved, he'd be a good addition to the team, I think.
Yeah, we just need him to get better first.
Yes, he is struggling with his back at the moment, and he's looking to have an operation, which is, hope it goes well, Paul. If you're watching, I'm sure you are.
I have to come to the UK for that. He was saying to me earlier. But,
is it?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. I haven't spoken to him for a couple of days, but he'll. He's a nice guy, Paul.
I mean, obviously we've had the major change with the introduction of the Strachan 861. So visually we look a little bit different to last year, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yeah. Well, I like the cloth. I do. I think it's good. And as you said, it's nice to not be a small snooker table anymore, because it's a different game now. It's a different outlook, which I think is good, and I think that needed to happen anyway. But from a personal point of view, I like it, obviously, even though I've had a stinking year.
Yeah. What's the story with the Strachan 861? The naming of it, because it was Simonis that brought it along, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's a Simonis made cloth, but So just to take a step back, Simonis bought Strachan.
Yeah.
So that company is called WSP Textiles. So Strachan bought them, and as we all know, Strachan is a stronger brand in the UK than Simonis. Simonis is a bit more associated with speed cloth, American 9-ball cloth.
Yeah.
So the Simonis group rebranded it as Strachan 861 purely because of the name in the UK.
Yeah.
Is stronger than Simonis.
Yeah.
Which
means for as long as I've ever known, like 9-ball, they've always, it's always been Simonis cloth on it. The blue.
Yeah, it's synonymous, isn't it, with that sort of cloth in that game. But yeah, I mean, I did quite like the name Simonis 861. But at the end of the day, it's a great cloth, and it's going to be here for a while.
Very good.
And now that the EBA have endorsed the cloth as well.
That's a good thing, yeah, of course, that's right.
So that means all major recognised Blackball events from April onwards, when they do the Europeans at Bridlington, will all be on this cloth.
EBA, the European Blackball Association, yeah?
The European, yep. So they run 2 events a year, 2 huge events, and so like events like the Nations Cup will all have this cloth on. They've agreed a 3-year deal, I believe, with Simonis.
Do you play in that, Craig? Do you go to that?
I used to. I haven't played for about a year and a half because with work and stuff, it's just tough to get the time off, as well as do the tours and exhibitions and go other places. It's just too hard. It's too much time off, so I can't. But I do enjoy it, and the crack. I tell you something, the crack with your teammates is the best thing you'll ever do in your life. Honestly, brilliant. Yeah. And that's what I miss more than anything. I don't even miss the pool as much. I miss the banter and the crack with the boys. To be honest.
Did you say work? Was that? Did I hear you right there?
Yes, I'm working with Ladbrokes now.
Yeah.
I've been for about.
Well, laddies, are you?
6 or 7 months now, yeah.
Do you get any inside info? No.
Unfortunately not, no. It'll be nice, though, yeah.
Yeah.
But, so, in with them now. I'm doing a manager's course at the moment as well, so I'm busy.
God help us.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Good. So, that miss from Ben.
Good part there by Simon as well. Start this finish off.
Yeah.
It's a little bit awkward. From here, I can't really tell if he can squeeze a yellow past that red on the corner bag, but...
The overhead might tell us. These new overhead cameras, Craig, I don't know what you've seen of these.
I haven't seen any of them, no. I didn't even know he was there, to be honest. I didn't notice. I don't notice much, to be honest. From there, I would say he can get it past, but he can't pot it.
Can we zoom in onto that corner bag? Well, I know we can. You know where the 2 reds are? Watch this then.
Watch this,
watch this now.
Bit of tech.
That's nothing what you're singing there.
Wow.
Now does it go past?
Now then. Now I'm not actually sure. I think by the way the Simon's going about this finish, I'd say no, because I got a funny feeling he's going to go crashing into the black and reds down here and off this one in the middle.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. I'm quite impressed by that, to be fair.
We've got the one in the middle of the room there that can pick up anything around the room. Yeah. So you can just zoom into anyone. Catch people picking the nose and all sorts on there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, some beauties, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's good, fair play. It's a few quid's worth stuff here then, I can tell you.
Yeah, it's nearly 100 quid. 100 quid of stuff, yeah. If you had it all open, yeah.
DH gate.
Oof, good effort.
Have to turn it off after an hour, it sets on fire.
Anyway, Simon didn't get the can he wanted.
Yeah, difficult them shots at that speed, aren't they? Because the white throws off a little bit
you
more.
You can't hit them hard because the white will throw wide, so you have to hit them a little bit softer and hope that you get the flick you want. So obviously he needed to be a little bit straighter so he could sort of punch it and arc the white, you know. But with him being slightly out.
From that table angle, it probably looks like that yellow would go past, but when you zoom in,
I got a funny feeling it doesn't. No, I think if it went past, he'd have played a different shot earlier on. He'd have played a different yellow in the corner and played the one past them, and he played. So, this is a stinking shot. Yeah. This is a stinker. Oof. He didn't play that, that's for sure.
Is that an unforced error?
Yeah, we'll put it down as one of them, that's for sure. Yeah.
Oh, it puts a Ben's left player red as well.
Just have a look at the football result. I think City.
Man City won 1-0.
Did they?
They did. Kevin De Bruyne scored.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Who broke this one? Did Ben break this frame?
He did. Yes.
Did he put a ball from the break?
He
did, didn't he?
Can't remember.
He did, because then he missed.
Oh,
it.
He went for the finish on Reds, didn't he? Yeah.
So the standard continues to go up and up year on year, isn't it? We've seen a lot of emergence of new players this year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see, to be honest. It is good to see. Oh, it's a stinker. What's he doing there? Let's play a terrible shot there. If it doesn't go, that doesn't go.
I think that'll go from there, won't it? We'll just flick that in a little bit side.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's tight, that. It does tight.
I think it does go, yeah, but he's played a howling shot there because there's no need to put that. He should have been at the other side of that end, really.
He's going to snooker himself.
Yeah.
Couldn't have gone much worse here, really.
He didn't. He sort of jumped a bit into that one, didn't he? He didn't cue it properly, sweet as he normally does. Is that an unforced error?
Yeah. Rack 'em up, Kev. Rack 'em up.
It's a tough score. I think as we get towards the end of the tournament, we need to tighten up on. I think we're a bit soft in some areas. So as you say, Ben. Sorry, Craig. I was going to say, as you say, Ben. He's playing a lot now, isn't he?
He's playing a lot.
Playing every day nearly.
Yeah, more or less every day. Yeah.
He's probably one of the few full-time professionals, isn't he, in the country now?
He is, yeah, very few. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know of any others. Do you?
No, really. Not this game anyway. There's just not enough money.
It takes some bottle to do that as well, doesn't it? Because you're pinning your.
There's just not enough money in it to be able to do it. You know, if there was, then we'd all do it. But it's just not. So. Simon could end up with a free shot here, really, if he plays the one at the top. I mean, if he runs in the middle of the table, he's going to sucker Ben anyway. So, and he'll have a shot with the yellow to move the red. So, a free shot, really, as long as he doesn't clip short. And leave a clip on the red.
He's got to be a little bit careful, hasn't he? Because he could leave a clip either way.
Yeah.
He might play this cushion first, just to bounce the white off.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
It's gone a bit far there. It's not easy now. You can miss the red now, so
it's going to be digging deep in this one.
Go straight in. Yeah, this is really awkward actually now. Where he's landed there. I think he'd rather not pot the yellow now, to be honest. Because he's going to have to play the shot now. He's going to have to play it quite slow. So anything can happen here now, really. He could hit the red. He could just hit it too thin. Yeah, anything happens. So I wouldn't like this myself, I'm honest.
Yeah, I was going to try and hold and screw the white across. Oh, what a shot.
That's a great shot, that is.
What a shot.
Brilliant shot, that is.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot.
We haven't got a category for brilliant shots, have we?
That's very good, that is.
That's a dagger to the heart, that one.
Crap like that has cost me about 20 grand over the years. Stupid finishes like that.
Yeah.
He's known for it, to be honest. Shot making is he's the best I've ever seen anyway. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Shot making.
Definitely.
Where does he get that from?
I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. There's a lot of it in Wales. A lot of youngsters play a lot of crazy shots, really. But
watch it again here now on the replay.
Great shot.
Absolutely played it perfectly.
Yeah.
And because of the cloth, he can grip the white better.
Yeah, he can. You're right. Yeah, he can.
Tremendous shot.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable shot maker. And so I always see some of the shots he plays. I always see them. I don't know.
Yeah, we've just.
Worth another look.
Different angle there. I've just seen Ronan McCarthy taking a clipboard up, so he's knocked out
Roland.
Ben's runs come to an end.
Yeah.
But he'll be happy with his weekend's work for
Yeah.
the last 16. So
Good victory over Liam Dunster.
yeah, he was. Yeah.
Another monstrosity of a break there. Huge.
Last roll of the ball has done him there, though, I think, with that red at the bottom of the table. I don't think he can pot that.
Your match was a bit topsy-turvy, wasn't it, Craig?
Yeah,
4-0 down and then 4 each.
I played a little bit leading up to this, but I just haven't had enough time to play a lot, and I'm struggling with a bit of confidence. But Luke played really well, actually. He started really well, didn't he? I missed that massive. I had a massive chance to go 5-4 up, even though I was 4-0 down. And that sort of changed. The match turned again, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was turning in my favour, and I sort of gave it back to him. But I had a bit of a brain fart. I couldn't work out. They were all sitting there, but I couldn't work out which way to go. It was weird. I don't know what happened, but maybe in that like playing or something. I don't know, but he played really well. And he's a nice kid, Luke, as well. He's another one who works really hard. He's got a table in the house and he's playing all the time. So
when we got him in for the interview after the game, he said he's been concentrating on his temperament more than anything.
Yeah,
because his ability's there, but he sometimes lets it get to him.
Yeah.
And he said he thought he kept his head well in that, because when you came to 4 each, then that was the time. Then his head could have dropped, but he picked himself back up.
I thought I had him at 4-all, to be honest. It was just
it looked that way.
When you get back into a match like that, it's just sort of swinging in my favour. But it was a bad shot I played to get on the finish, to go to finish. But
you see how so many times people have big leads and then others come back, but to actually get ahead.
Yeah,
there's a different. I don't know whether the psychology changes or what goes on, but
I just don't know what happened. They were all sitting there, and I couldn't work out which way to go, so they were easy. I don't know. It was weird. It was very strange. I know I've never done that before, but there we are. Never mind. Pro event tomorrow now. I'm usually much better on a Sunday anyway. No, with Ben going reds there, says to me that this red at the bottom goes, the one tied to the yellow.
Yeah, we can see on the overhead.
Because I would have definitely gone yellows otherwise.
Tie.
He'll need the right angle on that one.
Yeah. But that says to me that goes because he'd have definitely gone yellows otherwise, and played a cannon on this on the red and the yellow. So because there's loads of balls to be able to do it, so that just says to me that it goes.
So if you've got any questions you want to ask our current world champion, fire away. It's not often we can drag him in here.
He's gone straight for
you are privileged tonight.
Yeah, we're honoured. So tell us what difference being world champion has made to you.
I can't even explain it. It's like the other week I was in Gibraltar, and I was like a celebrity out there. It was crazy. Honestly, I've never felt like that. I never sort of had that sort of feeling before, and it's definitely affected my pool because I'm rubbish now.
Would I
I'm
be
absolutely rubbish now.
No, don't go that far.
Not that rubbish now.
Going into like tournaments and matches, I'm like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange old feeling because I'm sort of used to just feeling good when I'm going into a tournament and playing loads, and now I just feel like I should win rather than putting the effort in to win, which is weird, and I can't get out of that rut now. I struggle to sort of like concentrate properly and really look at the finish properly and things. It's just I take it all for granted, and I need to sort of get out to that fast because I'm just making a tit of myself at the moment. This year has been awful. Awful, simple as that, really. apart from February onwards. So,
yeah, it started off pretty well, didn't it?
It started off pretty well, yeah. But I'll definitely
I think when you strive to achieve something which is like the pinnacle in your sport, and then you get over that line, and then everything else then becomes sort of like, well, it's not.
Yeah, it's weird because I kept thinking to myself, well, I've done everything now. Because when I won the Worlds as well, I was number one as well at that time, and I just sort of stopped playing, if you like. I stopped sort of trying as hard and working as hard and things, and it's just, it's not really the way to go. People shouldn't do that really, but I found it hard to go out and practice and sort of find the hunger really. The hunger wasn't there at all.
That's it, the hunger.
It wasn't there at all. Whereas it should be. Right, I want to go and play. I want to go. And it wasn't. It wasn't. So, to be honest, I'll be glad when this year's over and just start afresh next year and just try again. Yeah. Because it has been really hard this year to try and sort of knuckle down and. Do
you find that being world champion, it sort of puts a target on your back?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
You know,
it does, you're right.
People raise the game against you, and they want to beat the world champ. Don't they?
It's not. It is that. I had that to an extent before, but it's a lot bigger now when I play. But you sometimes think to yourself as well, like, come on, put a performance in now. Actually play a decent match, because I've struggled that bad recently that I don't even remember playing a decent match all year. Do you know, when you look back, I don't remember playing anything. Yeah. But with a bit of luck, I'll have a break now up until the Worlds, and a month or so before the Worlds, and I'll put a lot of time in, ready for it.
When is the Worlds, Kev? February?
Beginning of Feb, isn't it, I think? Last day of Jan, I can't remember.
Something along that line, same as last year. Where is it this year, by the way?
It is in a different Bradford hotel, so we've moved to the Cedar Court at Bradford.
That's right, yeah.
A nice hotel, just on about a mile away, half a mile outside of Bradford, but free parking.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Hallelujah.
And good access. Good access, not.
Well, it doesn't matter to you just go home, don't you, at the end of the day? You know, is that 20 minutes?
I wish. I might actually be working that week as well, so I've got a real problem. Certainly won't be playing, I don't think. So Ben's back in the match now. Huge break. Dry. Unless that yellow's... No.
Yeah, dry.
You just wonder how that can possibly be the case, don't you, when they hit these balls so hard?
I know. It's just crazy.
How can one not go in? A few questions for you, Craig, from some people
Fire away.
commenting. So what tip do you use and how many mils?
My cue is exactly 8.2, and I don't try any of this new rubbish that they try selling, all this, the Kamuis and all this. I just stick to Elkmaster, and I've never changed, ever. I've never even tried any of these other ones because I just don't see the point in trying something, or changing something that isn't broke. So I've always stuck to an Elkmaster, and I've always.
Who's the cue maker?
A friend of mine, actually.
Is it Tiger?
He just done it in his garage for me, just as a bit of a hobby.
Oh,
just that's what it was, because I struggle with a cue when it's really stiff. I don't like a really stiff cue, so I need a little bit of whip in it, a little bit of movement in the shaft. And I tried loads of different cues, and I really struggled with a load of them. So my friend made this in his garage for himself, and I said to him, and I just said, look, any chance I can have that for you? I can buy that for you. And he was reluctant for ages, and then he sold it to me in the end, and that's where I won the Worlds last year. So I had it about 3 months before the Worlds last year. So yeah,
don't give his name out, otherwise he's going to get a lot of phone calls.
He is right. He was thinking about doing it full time, but he works and stuff, and he just hasn't got the time, so he doesn't bother. But he is really good, in all fairness. He's good at what he does, and he understands. He understands when you ask him for something, he sort of knows what you're talking about. So yeah, which is good.
Does he work? Is that his job? Does he work in wood?
No, he works in American Golf. Yeah. So he just does it as a bit of a hobby and
makes wooden clubs.
He likes. He's one of them. He sort of likes making things. Like, you know, he's into everything. But he is really good in all fairness, and he's really clever with what he does. So, but I don't know what I'll do if anything ever happens to that. I might quit and play golf myself, I think.
That's a game, isn't it? That. So when you practice, do you do it alone? Or do you do lineups? What's your?
I always play with somebody. Always, unless I just go up the club for the hour for an hour, then I'll just play pool against myself. Basically, I don't do any drills or anything like that. I've sort of done all that over the years. You know what I mean? When I was younger, on a snooker table, not so much on a pool table, but on a snooker table. So I just sort of play now by myself or with somebody decent like Ben or Sean Stebbins or someone like Johnny Bush or someone round our way, and I just crack on like that myself. A little tip though, if you're gonna practice, I know it's hard sometimes getting bashed up by better players, but if you're gonna play better players as often as you can, because it'll definitely. It'll take a while, but it'll start to hurt in the end when you're getting bashed up by someone for weeks and months on end. And then what will happen is you'll improve yourself. So that's definitely a tip I always tell everybody, that if you're going to play someone better than yourself or as good as yourself, so that you're always pushing, you're always trying. It's definitely for me.
So what's that?
Paul O'Brien, he's saying. So, how did it feel becoming world champion? Does it take the pressure off you because you've become world champion in upcoming tournaments, or does it put pressure on because of people's expectations?
Yeah, definitely pressure on. I don't feel as comfortable as I did before I won it. I definitely. It's a strange. I wouldn't say pressure. I'd say expectation is sort of got the better of me at the moment. I don't. I feel like I should be winning tournaments and I ain't. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what it is more than anything. The expectation side of it sort of turns into pressure, I suppose. Maybe I don't know what I can't really explain it, but it's definitely harder now than it was before I won it.
There's a mistake there from.
Have you ever spoken with Gareth Hibbert about that? Because obviously he won the world title and then didn't.
He did exactly the same as me. He didn't do very well that year after he won it either, did he? If I remember rightly.
Is it the IPA curse?
Well, there was always the Crucible curse, wasn't there, in snooker for many years? It
is. It's just. It's, like I say, it's tough to explain as well. I don't think a lot of people would sort of understand unless they're sort of into the game. But it's definitely harder when people just expect you to play well all the time, and you don't. Do you know what I mean? But it will be. It'll be nice. I think next year will be better for me as a player, no matter what. Even if I win the Worlds again, I'll still next year feel more comfortable than I have this year.
Yeah.
No matter what happens. So I'm sort of looking forward to having a little bit of a break and working on a few things as well. Oh my God!
Where's that light gone?
Absolute stinker. Playing too fast, that is.
Yeah.
Stinking.
Yeah. And it's a risky plant now, because if he doesn't get it, he's gonna leave Simon this red. So
I don't think he's gonna play the plant. I think he's gonna play snooker, to be honest.
A little tickle.
Yeah, roll up behind him.
At least that's the beauty of these cloths, because you know exactly. There's no finger marks on those little delicate shots.
He's going the plant.
Going
here.
the plant,
Going the plant. Yeah.
He's not even lined it up.
That's a good shot.
Good shot.
Ridiculous.
Good shot. Oh, it's a big bounce. It's a big bounce.
Yeah. It's just not quite got the.
Not got the white on the string, have he?
Yeah.
He's got it on a string, but the string's a little bit longer than what it should be.
That's right.
So have we got any more results knocking about there, Kev?
Oh, it's missed.
Oh no!
He's just gone a little bit, as we say. Just needs to regroup a little bit.
What was Ben just saying? There was a bounce.
Big bounce off the cushion. Yeah, but I could see it. I called that straight away. I could see it straight away. I don't know whether he hit it too hard or whether it was the actual cushion.
These are what I find Simon's really good at. You know, when he needs to pull out a one-ball pot here now, he's rarely lets you down. And normally rifles them in about 100 mile an hour as well.
Yeah, you're right.
With left and right hand side.
And he's missed that one. Kirsty. And Ben can't get into the bottom of the white here, so I might have to.
I think I'd be playing it with a lot of top here and just to rip it off the top rail. Offside off the top rail. The top will take then and run in the middle of the table, I think.
I think he can just cut this in. It's fine though. On the overhead there, it's fine. And his white's going to be chasing around, so.
Clip it in with a bit of check side, I can just make sure the white goes back and forth the table and there was nowhere else. Yeah,
good shot.
So, ties things up 2-2, bit of a scrappy one, but
mistakes
there we go. Ben's just going out of the arena just to settle himself down a little bit. He's just gone off the boil a little bit. Just go.
Talking about the boil, he's out of both now, isn't he?
He's out of the amateur as well, yeah. Gary Clark beat him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough school, isn't it? You know, he's got Ronan McCarthy in the last 1 to 8. And he's got Gary Clark in the first round of the amateur. I mean, I know Bo's a great player, but even he'd like something a little bit easier than that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Started off like a house on fire, but come back down to earth a little bit.
That's what it is as well. I mean, when you come into something like this, there's no expectation on you. There's no pressure. Then all of a sudden you win 2 events and everyone's like, wow, he's won this, and then everyone expects him then to be brilliant all the time. And it doesn't happen like that, I'm afraid. I wish it did, but it doesn't. But and the pressure reverts as well, and sort of you become a target, and that's when results don't go your way as often.
Yeah. People raise the games, don't they?
It is harder. It's a similar sort of thing to very similar thing to what's going on with me now.
It's probably one of the most difficult sports to dominate, isn't it? Pool, you know.
There's so many people that are quite decent at it now. Like, do you know what I mean? You do have your select top players, but there's so many. There's the strength and depth below that.
Yeah.
There's so many that can beat you. Maybe they can't win the tournament, but they can beat you at any given day.
Right, you've got your Van Gerwen in darts, you know, who's pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah.
In snooker, you've had, you know, the times gone by, you've had Ronnie, but in this game, it's.
So just to give some score updates, Andy Blurton 2-1 up against Mark Farnsworth. Clint Jansen, he's through to the semis. His run of good form continues. He beat Luke Sanjeev 7-2.
Who's that?
Clint.
Oh, right. He's playing really well, Clint, at the moment. I would. Funny enough, when I went away up with the car, I was having a look at the prices, and he was my tip. He was 16-1 to win this at the start of the Open. 16-1.
Good price, that.
Obviously not backing myself, but without myself, I thought he was a really good price, like a 16-1.
He's a back-to-back winner, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Clint, and this season he's won a pro event and an Open event. So.
Yeah. And then Ronan McCarthy is waiting for the winner of Ryan Clark and Nathan Davies, currently 3-2 to Ryan Clark. So, 5:45. We're just running a little bit behind. We might get to bed before 1, Dave. Look. It's that one match, otherwise we wouldn't be too bad, to be honest. 2 o'clock, you think? It's going for 2 o'clock. What time are we at now? 5:28.
What time is it? 5 to 8. Is there that many matches to go on then?
Well, there's just one quarter to go on. Ronan's.
What on here next?
Well, it depends on the timing, how it works out, whatever's next.
Who's Ronan's quarter against?
The winner of Ryan Clark and Nathan Davies.
All right.
So here's a question. Do people think that youngster Keane, I think his surname's Monaghan, has got a future in the game, future potential world champion?
It's quite hard to say at this stage, because he's definitely got the right attitude for it. He don't care where he plays, he don't care where you are. But for me, I think he'd be better off with a more sort of placid approach rather than running around the place like a lunatic all the time and winding people up. But I think he's definitely got a future in the game. I think he's good enough to win tournaments. I think he just needs to sort of rein in a little bit and sort of, I don't know, grow up, if you like, I suppose.
Yeah, we were all that age at one time, weren't we?
That's right. But he is a nice kid, in all fairness, and he's quite good fun. So. And
at what age are we meant to grow up?
Yeah, I still haven't anyway. But,
no, I haven't. No.
But I do think he's got a future in the game, and as opposed to winning, I don't see why he can't win. Win a tournament. I mean, there's hundreds of players now.
The thing is, he's going to be around long after we've gone on, so.
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourself, Andrew.
I'll be in a box by the time he wins one, probably. I'll be out here.
In the com box?
Yeah. But, I think he does have a future. Future world champion, we will see.
How old is he?
I'm not sure, actually.
Something about 16, something like that, 15, 16, maybe.
There's a lot to happen in his life in the next few years, isn't there?
There is a lot. Women and beer first, and then we'll see if he's going to be a decent player. Women beer and work.
And the kids.
I
think he's just answered that one, Fabian. Any practice drills, Marsh, you suggest?
I don't, to be honest. I don't use any. I do swear by playing better players and just learning from them. Sort of watching is a big thing as well. Like when I was playing snooker before I played pool at all, I used to do a lot of what I watched tournament after tournament, frame after frame, and what I found is copying something and sticking to it was where it worked for me. I used to find, but I think I'd definitely say just play with better players. I mean, try and get a real top player to have a game with you at some point if you and just stick to that. That'd be my advice, definitely.
It helps as well if you come from an area where you've got those good players around you as well.
This is where I was lucky when I was young, because I mean there was me, Simon, Ben, and like them days, McKenna, Pat Oates. He was living in Wales at the time. You know, people like Ryan John and Marcus Phillip. There was loads. There was so many. It was unreal, honestly. And like I was spoiled. I was lucky, and I ended up learning a lot from even Simon and Ben when I first come back, because I come back to snooker when I was like 21 to play pool.
Yeah.
And they were already at the top of the game then, so I learned a lot from them over that period of time, like between then and now.
What's your highest break in snooker?
I've had 7 147s.
So 147 then?
147, yes.
Just had to get the I've done 7 in.
And I've had them back to back. And I've had them back to
Have
back.
You?
Yes,
good on me.
Honestly, he's like a politician. He's answering the question he wants to answer.
Yeah.
I was alright at that game at one point. Now it just does my inner head in, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's so frustrating because it's that game you can't get away with not practicing. Like, I can get away with it to an extent at this, but that game you have to play all the time.
Of course you do, yeah.
And when you don't, it does punish you, and it is really frustrating.
Yeah.
I don't play at all now. I haven't hit a snooker ball for a couple of years. I just can't. Yeah. I can't cope with it.
I say, if you're playing this at a higher level and you're trying to play snooker as well, it's just the time, and I was
good at it. Like I was good at snooker, but when you watch the pros, and like I was practicing with Matthew Stevens a lot, and when you play with him, and he wasn't winning anything, he was struggling to win a match, right, which was a few years ago. Never mind win a tournament, and he's making 100, 180, 100, and you just think, I can't be bothered with this. Do you know what I mean? You just have enough, and you just think, well, if he can't win a tournament, what have I got?
Yeah.
It's like, so I just sort of had enough in the end and just wrapped it all in, and then come back to this game.
Yeah.
But some of the players are so talented and can't do anything in the game.
And you've got absolutely hundreds of these Chinese kids coming through.
They'll take over. They will.
They will.
They will take over. They'll absolutely take over, because I really do think you're going to struggle to find another Ronnie O'Sullivan in this country. I think the next Ronnie O'Sullivan will come from China. He'll be anywhere around his DAP will be from China, I think.
Yeah. I agree with you. They're already now. If you see the world champs now at the Crucible, there's a good clutch of them in the first round.
Especially these youngsters like Lee Hang and all them youngsters that are practicing in Sheffield. Oh, they're unbelievable. And they're only like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Like a good friend of mine, Michael White, he made 100 break when he was 9.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I mean, what chance have anybody got to? If people like that, and he's trying to break it. He's breaking in and out of the top 16 now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
but it always amazes me. An interesting stat. He made this 100 break when he was 9, but has he actually won anything? Or?
Has he won anything?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Any major titles?
Yeah, he's won a couple now. He won the Indian Open, and he's won. He won one recently as well. What did he win recently? He won one this year.
Okay. But never done anything in a major event.
Well, no, not a massive event. No, he won. He's been to a couple of quarterfinals of the Worlds and things like that. But no, he's never obviously been to won a major. Which is exactly what I was saying just now. The talent out there, the amount of players out there. It's so hard to do anything in the game. It's quite. Oh, he's come too far. Yeah, as I said then, as good as he is, he's still sort of obviously doing really well for himself. He's earning a lot of money, but there's so many people now doing it.
It's not just about the talent, is it? It's what's between the ears as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Nice little shot there from Sam.
Good shot.
Let's develop the black.
That was a harder shot than it looked like.
Yeah, because he had to dig down and stop the white, didn't he? It was a good shot. Simon definitely looks the more composed and the more up for it for me. He looks up for it a lot more than Ben does.
How do you find it if you're playing if you were playing Ben or Simon? Do you find that is a harder match?
I quite enjoy it. I do.
Yeah,
I do quite enjoy it. Yeah, because it does make me concentrate as well, and it sort of gives me a kick up the arse, if you like. Excuse my language, but I do quite enjoy that sort of thing.
Is it normally forgotten about, when you beat each other, and or do you wind each other up, or?
No, I think we passed all that now, and we've played each other so many times over so many years that it doesn't. The only thing I always go on about is the Simon thing, because honestly, when I was about 22, I was. He was unbelievable. He was much better than he is now. Much better, and that's no joke. But we played each other loads, final after final, semi-final, final, loads of them. and I think I won probably 2 matches out of about 20. Because but I'd lose them all in like inside. He'd break a distance cider, or I'd be in front by a frame, and he'd take the most outrageous finish out and then break a distance cider. Like, yeah, that's the way it was. He went like that for about 2 years. It cost me an absolute fortune. He did, honestly. And we sort of laugh about it all the time because it comes up quite often in conversation like about it. And yeah, I hated him for a long time. I'm not going to lie. Didn't rack him properly in bed.
So someone's talking about some more of the youngsters coming through from Wales. Liam Davies, Dwayne Jones, Jackson Page. Do you know any of those?
Yeah, I know a few of them. I know Dwayne really well. I played Dwayne actually. Jackson looks incredible. He looks really, really good. He's one of Mark. He plays with Mark Williams and all down Mark's way, down our place. And I watched him in the Welsh Open recently, and he looks really, really talented. I haven't seen a lot of him, if I'm honest, but I've heard a lot of him and sort of watched little matches of clips and things here and there, and he looks really good in all fairness. So I think he'll make it definite.
Who just brought then?
Ben
Dry
break. Yeah. Yeah, Jackson looks really good. I don't know that. Was it Liam? Was it Liam? Something was it?
Liam Davies.
No, I haven't heard of him, to be honest. But I've heard of Jackson, and obviously I know Dwayne. I know Dwayne quite well. Dwayne's been around a few years now, and he's on the main tour now. He's looking alright.
Where do you practice now? Is it Neath? Neath, yeah, with the shooters there.
Yeah. Yes.
Philly's club, isn't it?
Yeah, Philly and Bushy's club it is. Yeah, they both.
Oh, is Bushy involved in it as well? Is he right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's this second club that they're opening? Is that down the same way, or is that?
No comment.
No comment. We'll look forward to visiting it at some point then. So we've got a question for you, which might take you back to last year in a trip to South Africa. Aidan Joseph from South Africa.
Oh, little Aidan, how's it going?
Do you think he has a future in the sport?
He was the best player I seen out there when I was there. Definitely. It could technically and even though I lost to a youngster when I was out there in one of the Opens, I can't remember his name though. But Aidan was definitely the best youngster I seen out there. He was talented. He was good. And he was a really nice kid as well.
I was impressed by Ishmael, the left-hander kid.
Is that the one that beat me in the Open?
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, he was good as well.
Queued up like Jimmy White.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, up to the bottom of the ball, wasn't he? That's right. Yeah,
he won the car. He won the car competition that they had in South Africa about 3 months ago. They had a winner car competition.
Right, yeah.
He beat, is it Nicola Russo, the ladies player?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, he beat her in the final.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. I was impressed with him, I thought.
Yeah, he gave me a hard time because every time I left him safe, he just took everything out. He was a good player.
But I think those two had a few money games while we were there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. But yeah, that Aidan's definitely got a future, and he's a lovely kid as well. He is. He's really down to earth. He's really laid back. He's a nice boy. Funny enough, I beat him in that tournament actually. That kid, but he's definitely got a future. He's really good.
It was an eye opener really for us, wasn't it? You know, to see the talent.
It was, yeah. And I tell you something, I'd love to go back there because it was a lovely place. I really enjoyed it. It was the best holiday. I went all year last year. It was brilliant. And I've never felt so welcome anywhere in my life. They were lovely. All the locals and everybody, they were brilliant with us.
I think that's generally been the feeling on all the World Series, hasn't it? You know, Morocco recently, they were treated like kings over there.
Well, it was
Gibraltar will be another one as well. Gibraltar will be amazing, honestly, because they've got it all over there. With what's going on and the people over there that are involved in it, like Charlie Bear, who does amazing work over there. He's brilliant. Paul himself and Jill, his missus, and Everybody, they're unbelievable for the game over there, because without them over there, there'd be no game over there at all. They do absolutely everything. They're brilliant there, honestly.
Yeah.
I was over there like a couple of weeks back. I'd done a couple of exhibitions and things over there, and honestly, some of the work they put in. You should see his house. It's just set up. He's got a big setup with computer screens and stuff everywhere, and it's just pool. It's just everything's pool related and based. You know what I mean? Brilliant it is. Brilliant.
You need people like that in the game.
You do. You're right. Yeah, you do. And the amount of effort he puts in, he deserves everything he gets. To be honest, and they're lovely people as well.
Well, Charlie Bear's just been appointed their new president or chairman.
Oh, did he get it? Did he? Oh, there we are. Brilliant.
So
that's brilliant for Poole over there. That is, because he is dedicated and he loves it. In all fairness, he loves the game. And he's a lovely fella as well, Charlie. In all fairness,
he used to cover both teams, didn't he, when they went to Bridge? So he had to stay there for the full fortnight.
For the 2 weeks, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
one team, juniors, 1 week, and A team or whatever it was.
And he never moaned once. He was just he'd get on with it. He wouldn't worry. He wouldn't moan. And he just amazing, honestly, amazing.
Have you heard any of the stories from Morocco from a couple of weeks ago?
I haven't. No, I haven't heard anything. To be honest, I totally forgot about it because I didn't qualify. But I haven't heard a lot of stories. I'm sure there's a few.
Well, they were treated like absolute celebrities. They got out of the airport and there was a limousine waiting for them.
No way, was it?
Yeah, and the limousine had IPA stickers on the side. So they were picked up in the limo. They were treated like royalty all week. They didn't pay for any food, drink in the club. They all sat down for like banquets in the evening, and
unreal.
They all brought all this food out.
That's amazing.
Big chickens, and I think some of their eating habits are a little bit different to ours, but they were absolutely mobbed. I mean, after some of the finals, there was like 50-60 all ran into the arena, mobbed them, wanting them to sign everything. The people were great. They've had a.
Neil Rayborn was the.
Even Mark Farnsworth has put a positive comment on it. So,
it must have been alright then.
I think it was. Just shows what's possible.
Yeah,
that's good. Fair play.
And that's building on from the Cyprus one.
Oh, that's a.
It's not knock on in there.
That looks half in.
That could drop. Okay. That could drop. Yeah.
He's read my mind. I know what's coming now.
I think once.
I know what's coming here.
Look how far in that is.
Wow.
How was that knock on in there?
That's defiant.
Wow.
Well, that's physics. That's more in the pocket than it.
How was that stayed up there?
That's going to go. It's got to go.
That's defying gravity, that is. There's no way that can stay there like that for that long. That's ridiculous.
Is there some chewing gum in there?
I want a picture of this.
There you go.
In a strange sort of way, it's actually a really good shot as well, because he's put Simon in a bit of trouble here, because Simon needs to now develop all his balls and get lucky to land on something, because he's left him quite awkward, even though he's got 2 shots. He's left him. He needs to play the 3-ball plant or 4-ball plant now.
Yeah.
And sort of get it right. Otherwise, he could end up with next to nothing. Really.
Can he glance off this? Just glance off the red. Is he on red?
The black is staying there, then, isn't it? Good shot.
Wow, what a shot.
Good shot.
Yeah.
He was always going to play like that because he wanted to get the black one as well, didn't he? But that was a good shot, that fair play. He's got rollings now, he's rolling them all in. Excellent.
The camera's amazing.
They're brilliant, didn't they? Brilliant. Some of the camera angles I've never seen anywhere.
Well, some of the slow-mo replays were showing earlier, and with the white spinning in slow-mo, it was amazing. We might be able to dig some of that. The Jordan Shepherd one. Have you got that got on file or anything? No.
Yeah, it's just he's flexing his tech muscles, isn't he? This weekend, Davies. Yeah.
Just reaffirming that this is the best stream around by an
Correct.
absolute country mile.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Have you heard some nonsense on? I've seen some nonsense on Facebook this week about some of the streams.
Yeah.
Jesus wept. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
But there's no better one than this. That's for sure. Not with the tech stuff they got here. It's ridiculous. There's hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of stuff here. Mental. It's like bloody BBC here.
Yeah.
That was a comparison of the two. See, other streamers by themselves, they look, they look good.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But the thing is, when you compare it to ours, they look
Very
less
average.
good.
Yeah, they're very average.
That's no disrespect to them, because they do a great job and provide a great service for all pool enthusiasts. But
Oh. 4-3 Simon.
Simon regains the lead.
Just need the toilet, guys. I will be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
We've heard that one before.
Tag it. Yeah. What did you just do then, Kev? With the did you know how to change it? Because I
Just click in the square and then press a number. You don't have to click in the box. Just highlight the square.
because I was double clicking and deleting it first.
Yeah, no, just click in. Just move it and then just change it.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
So I've got a break. Oh no, we're back. 7. Yeah, that's it.
And that moves across. Yeah. Oh yeah. So much easier. Yeah, it's a little bit nip and tuck this match at the moment. Simon getting himself in front and then Ben pulling himself back in.
See if we can get some score updates. Ryan Clark is 5-4 up.
That's a monster of a break there from Simon. It's not too bad. He's got. I think he'd like to take reds.
Andy Blurton 3-2 up on Mark Farnsworth.
3-2.
3-2, yeah.
Yeah. That's sorry, Kev, I keep
Right.
pulling your wires out.
Saying I'm operated by wires.
Yeah. Oh dear, so what went on there? I think Simon's played a loose. Yeah, he's played a loose shot there. I think he went for reds. Ended up in a position where he didn't have a pot on, so he's just going to. That's a nice little shot as well.
What colour is he on? Reds?
Yeah, he was on reds, and it's just tied Ben up there, so just to stop him.
Oh, he's plugging some more wires in. I don't know what that means. Yep, Nigel, yeah, it'd be nice to be on Sky, but one day.
He couldn't afford us.
No.
Oh, that's a cheeky little.
2 shots, yeah. I thought he'd hit the red first, yeah. He fouled. Oh. quite hit his straps yet in this match, has he, Ben? He's bits and pieces.
Yeah, he's not been able to get into any rhythm, has he? He's sort of been stop-start, but
although Simon's missed the most pots in the match.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Paul O'Brien's got a real dilemma. His missus has just come home and she wants X Factor on.
Oh no.
And he's predicting it could be the end of the relationship.
You need to get her a TV in her bedroom, or get one for yourself.
Well, she can watch X Factor on your phone if you download ITV Player.
Yeah. Get yourself a little iPad, and she can have the telly, and you can
get her on ITV. Record X Factor.
Yeah, you can play it on catch up, can't you? Mind you can always come back to this as well.
Dazzle 147. His advice is end it, Paul.
End it.
Yes, our bad. We're still saying two visits, and it's not 2 shots. It's like 1 pre-visit, isn't it?
It's hard to get away, so
terminology.
Habits.
Neville Bonfield's asking if he joined the tour, would he be allowed to wear a cap as the light affects his eyes?
We got IPA caps in the in the store?
We wouldn't allow caps unless it was a medical issue. No, I'm afraid not. Oh, Fabian Moodley, he's writing an exam on Wednesday. He's got an exam and he's not done any revision because he's been watching the stream all day. Can you just turn Craig on, please, David?
Go on, Dave.
So,
thanks for turning me on, Dave.
Fabian's got an exam and he's not been revising because he's been watching this all day.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen him. He's spent a lot of time on that chat, and he's watching this.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah.
Get the exams passed and then sign up for the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, Paul, no, he's getting shouted at for mentioning it on the chat that his missus wants to watch X Factor, so he's got to turn the stream off. He's just sent her to the bedroom to watch it on her phone.
Yeah.
So he can keep the stream on the TV.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about our stream that is different from anybody else's. On a phone or small device, you probably don't see the difference as much, and Dave will correct me if I'm wrong. But when you put it on the TV, that's where you see the difference in the picture quality. Yeah,
it's unreal. I've got we purchased one of these ultra 4K ultra high definition TVs.
Oh, great double!
Yeah,
double it.
Standard double for a Welshman.
Yeah,
it's just like
I don't do doubles.
Do you learn that at school? Is that on the Welsh curriculum? When we're all doing double maths, you're doing double pool.
No, I don't do doubling balls. Absolutely dreadful of them. I'd rather pot them at the rails.
Yeah,
terrible.
I
think it's from the sort of snooker background. We don't sort of see a lot of doubles.
That's right.
I've always struggled with them. It's just a guess for me, to be honest. If I get one, it's a guess.
Yeah, replay that. Right. Sort of half a replay we had there.
Ben to crunch these balls.
Is it a good one? Oh, and there goes the frame.
Wow.
Very awkward.
So I'm going to let you into a little secret here, Craig. During your match between you and Luke,
right.
The very first frame, and you'll watch it back. Don't do it. Oh, we've got to tell him.
Yeah.
We've got to spill the beans. Luke fouled, and neither of you saw it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
He played the shot.
Was it when he played
cushion first?
Yeah, he did. I thought he did, and I was going to question him, and I thought I'd say.
Yeah.
I thought because it was when he was cutting. It was a ball on his right side rail, and he was cutting it. Wasn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
I thought that's what happened because I thought the ball couldn't get to this Joe by doing that, and I thought, well, if I call that, how am I supposed to? I forgot. Can he record? Rewind? Yeah?
We watched it in slow mo.
Oh, did you? I thought he fouled. Yeah, but listen, if he'd have thought he did, he'd have said anyway. But,
Yeah.
But I
we
had a
pulled
funny
him.
feeling he did,
Yeah.
but I didn't pull him up on it, obviously. But
We did.
We had to get it on the super slow mo just to clarify. But yeah.
Yeah, he was very. He said it was because even looking at it on the screen, he was so fine.
yeah,
It was hard to see.
But I sort of had a feeling when I got to my seat because the ball, the sort of object ball that he hit, couldn't end up on the far jaw.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
We'll get that on the screen. Can we get?
Yeah, I
that
had a
on
feeling
the
because it ends up on the bottom cushion jaw, and I didn't think it could end up there by doing that.
So we're just watching it now on the main monitor there.
Yeah.
And so you can see the white coming in.
Yeah, I thought it did. I had a funny feeling because, like I said, that where that red is now, it can't get there without hitting the cushion. So I had a funny feeling, but I didn't want to call it because I thought, well, I mean, how am I supposed to? But I forgot I could have asked him to rewind, I suppose, couldn't I? And sort of got
just get the old rewind.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Is that in the rules? Because obviously there's no ref, is there? So
I did it with Philly in the last frame on the stream last night, and I played a shot. I came across one cushion and behind one of his balls, hit my ball, and it just ran along the cushion, and I could have sworn it hit. It just shaved the knuckle as it went past, and everybody else said no, it didn't, and I said it did. So then we came behind here and had a look, and it was still so hard to see, but everyone was against me, so.
I just want to take this opportunity then to call Luke Sandys a cheat, and he didn't deserve to win. I should have won that game.
Yeah.
I thought he'd take it well.
No,
just happens. It's one of them things.
Listen, if he'd have thought it was, he'd 100% would have said it someday. So there's no bother there. It's just one of them things. He does know, does he? Oh well, as long as he knows, then I can go pull him after on it.
He didn't have a guilty conscience.
No. I have no doubt about that. Don't worry about it. I know Luke very well. There's no way he had a guilty conscience, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, Andy Blurton 4-2 up against Mark Farnsworth.
Yeah. I think Andy's banging on the door for one of these events. I really do. He's he got awarded the most improved player on the IPA.
Do you know where I think he lacks?
Tonight.
Welshism. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I think he lacks that big shot.
Do you?
That big shot whereas and that shot where he needs to play quite a lot of side or something to get himself in the right position at a vital point. I think he lacks that big shot. Otherwise, because his temperament's good, his Q action is brilliant. He pots absolutely everything. I just think he lacks that sort of, and maybe a little bit of how can I say it? Oomph, if you like.
A little bit of X factor.
A little bit of oomph when you're in front and sort of keeping people down and things. I think he lacks a little bit of that. But as for talent and the Q action and sort of potting balls, I think he's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
and he's a nice guy as well. But
yeah.
I just think he lacks that little extra that the top players have. I think he's knocking on the door of a lot of the top players, but I think he does lack that little extra that he needs.
And Ben's in a bit of a predicament here. He's got
he's in all sorts of trouble.
Can he play like 3 skill shots on the black at the same time?
Guys, you should see all this kit behind you. We've got stats for everything.
Yeah.
They reckon that Ben had red pants on yesterday and he's got black ones on today. I can't believe it. They got everything going on.
There's the stats on the screen.
Yeah.
We've not got a category for underpants. So,
toilet breaks. How many toilet breaks?
But the stats are interesting because they can tell the story of a match.
Yeah, they can. Yeah. We don't always, but they can sometimes. Yeah, you're right.
So what's he thinking now? Is he just going to play for a
He's just going to cover the black, eh?
Well,
cover the black,
he's going to try and...
hang on. He's playing a bit something different here.
Yeah, he's playing the snooker here.
Oh, he hasn't got it, he hasn't got him in there. He hasn't got him in there. He's left him see it. Now he's in all sorts of trouble now. Although, I wonder if Simon can actually pot the black from anywhere now. Even though he's let him see the yellow, sorry. I don't know if he can pot the black from anywhere. Unless he is where he is now.
Is that if he was to clear up the yellows and he can't see it? Is it a re-rack?
If not in that position, because there's a path for the white to get through.
Yeah.
Even though it'll be impossible to actually hit it.
Yeah.
From somewhere else on the table, apart from where he is now.
But if that gap was closed with the red,
if there was two reds right on top of the black, then Simon potted all his balls, it'd be a re-rack.
Yeah, see the gap there.
Yeah, I think Simon will just bide his time here and let Ben sort of hang himself. He can't really fail from here as long as he keeps his balls on the table.
It's a really awkward situation here because Ben can't do anything bar defend, and Simon's going to be thinking the same. He's going to be defending as well because there's not really a lot they can do. If I was Ben, I would leave some sort of glimmer where he needs to land in a small gap or something, and just because I don't know, it's really awkward actually because of that situation.
His ideal ball for Simon.
No, it's re-rack now. That's a re-rack now because that ball's too close to the top rail flat to get white to get through. So,
but that gives Simon a free go that the scale doesn't at the end.
So if he can just pot his two balls now, and then the one on the pocket and screw into it, then that's fine. But
so the one over the middle bag is probably the ball he'll be looking to get on.
Yeah.
To screw into that cluster of four balls and give that black a little nudge in.
It's quite a good position to be in, isn't it? Really,
it is
like a win-win situation for Simon. The worst outcome for him would be a re-rack.
Oh well, yes, but it's not the end of the world.
Off the cushion. What's that off the cushion?
He's going to play a terrible shot there. Play a terrible shot there.
So now he just gives Ben the chance to just cover this one up.
Ben's got a chance here now because depending how brave and bold he feels, he can play a skill shot here on the first red, and then roll off the other red and in behind all that up there, and then Simon's absolutely knackered, and it gives Ben a chance then to get them all out. So he can, depending how sort of confident he's feeling, if he gets the skilly the first shot, he can run off, he can roll then off the one that's on the top rail, in behind them, all that cluster over there, and he's a way to go.
So if we can just have a look at that corner again on camera 4, David. Do you think does that white squeeze past there? Do you think?
No, I don't think it does there, Kev. I think it's too tight.
I don't think it does either. I think, but if he the way the angle of the white is going in is coming literally directly in along the rail, so I think he might get a slight double kiss, but I think he can still get behind there.
He's going for it. He's going for your shot, is he?
Oh my God, he's hit a stinker.
Hit that bad.
Oof.
So what does Simon do now? Does he put the white behind those reds and flick them out, or like try and flick one onto the yellow down the rail?
He probably only needs to flick one out, that right hand one of the three.
Yeah, this is actually quite awkward because I don't know what I'd do here.
I think I'd put it directly behind the middle one of those three and play it onto the yellow down the rail.
And push the other one. It's very close, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd have to jack up and do that, wouldn't he? Because there's no way he's going to be able to get that. This is actually not easy because.
I think he's just.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd put the white on the side rail, smash the two reds out of there totally, and just screw down the side rail. Leave the one down the cushion, and then just to roll them in. If he puts the white on the side rail here, screws that red into that one and opens them both. Obviously not the one that's closest to the black, the other two, gets rid of them, there's obviously a path then to pot the black. So just then play the one down the cushion, and then he got 2 tappers.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what he's looking at now, just getting rid of them and then screwing down the side rail and leaving that one as close. That doesn't. I'm not sure if he can actually do it.
Yeah, it's because he's wide. It's going to be so.
There's not a lot of room. No, that's right.
He's got to get his. Look, he's going for my shot, I think.
He might well be, because that's not a bad shot either. It's just you need to now land on something. Like what I'm saying is, like he could hit that red down the rail into the yellow, rattle the yellow when it goes on the rail and he's got nothing. But he's obviously still in control. But
I think he plays this
because he has to hit this quite hard to be able to get the white forward.
Yeah. He can play a push shot
from where he is. I don't think he can play a push shot, but that's. Oh, he's at the jaw with the yellow. With the red.
Oh no.
But he's still a massive favourite now, because. But I tell you something. Do you know, if he goes down the rail here, I'd be going for these on reds, because I would be potting all them reds and just leaving that red and black to last, and then landing anywhere up there and just screwing it as hard as he can, because then they will both follow through, no bother at all.
Well, even though they're so close.
Yeah. If he lands anywhere in the middle of the table, he can screw that and it'll fly in. It'll fly in. So if Simon misses this now, Ben's actually got a chance. I know it's a slim chance, but he has actually got a chance.
That's that Welshism coming through there
that's
from
right,
Craig.
There's another shot he's got as well, mind, is dragging the yellow in the middle and just playing a double and then running around the table. But I think Ben will be happy he's going for this one down the rail, because it gives Ben half a chance to then pot one of the reds on the side rails to give himself half a chance.
Looks good.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, he's good. He did that well. It's a good shot. Now Ben, like say as he left down the hole, Ben would then be cutting the one up the side rail, across, and potting them two, potting this one, and then landing where the white is now, or further up. Anywhere where the white is now, that skill he will go easily. He doesn't even have to hit it all that hard because of touching.
Well, we're all going to be trying that one next week in the
clubs.
I'm
going to try that one.
If they're touching, you can't fail. Fail.
So it just naturally.
It naturally goes forward. If you screw it, the harder you hit it, the faster the red will go forward. So then you can't fail really.
He's just looking at where. Don't want to make contact with another red, does he?
I'd just like to kiss that red. It's on the cushion, full in the face, and just hold the white. But
just wants to. I think if he can just stun it through that gap
on and off the top rail, I think for me. On and off the top rail and be done with it, I think.
I think he's looking at just playing ball and coming off the two angles, but no, he's jacking up now.
Yeah.
No, he has.
Oh, he's checked it. That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
He's got a bit lucky, but he's still a good shot.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's
handshake. Is it finished?
Oh, with the wrong score. And apologies, everyone.
Oh
well.
There we are then.
Yeah.
But,
well done to Simon.
Well done, Simon. Ben will be absolutely fuming, as you can imagine, but Simon was the more clinical in that match. Definitely.
Yeah.
He definitely looked more comfortable in the balls, and he looked a better player, to be fair.
Looked pretty settled, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Right, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to go up to the bar and get a pint. So,
cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Just close
Thanks
line,
for having
please,
me.
Craig.
No worries.
Cheers, pal.
Yeah. We'll just get a few words from Simon. Let's see who he's got in the draw next. Well done again.
Thanks.
Funny sort of match.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I felt as if I was playing pretty well, but then whether it's bad play or just bad luck, I end up leaving myself awkward in quite a lot of finishes. So, like I know I missed. I think when I was 2-1 up, I missed a long red after he'd missed one. But apart from that, I thought I played okay. It's just the match when the balls went a bit funny. That's all. Like the last frame there, obviously don't see that very often. And but yeah, I'm obviously happy to get through.
Yeah, Ben seemed a bit. Just bits and pieces, wasn't it? It was a bit.
Yeah,
it never got flowing.
He hasn't. I don't think he's played particularly well all day, from what he's been saying.
Right.
I didn't watch his last match, but he's been sort of a couple of careless ones and things. So I think he's just carried on like that, to be honest. And I mean, I played pretty well all day, and I felt good then. It's just that every so often the balls just went a bit funny, and you couldn't clear up, and there was a couple of tactical frames. And
you're in a good position in that last frame, weren't you? Because
I almost couldn't lose. It was. But I was obviously putting a lot more pressure on myself then, because basically once I potted the first yellow, I basically won the match. But I had to obviously just close it out. Yeah. So when he's left me the shot, I'm thinking, well, if I pot this yellow and get my 2 yellows away from that area of the table, I don't see how I can lose the match.
If you'd have got the skill shot, you might have got you tucked up.
Yeah. After I'd that's right. Yeah, I played a bad shot. I tried to get my. Because once he obviously contained the frame, I was looking to put my yellow near the middle to make an easy skill shot for my last ball. But obviously I just didn't concentrate on the white. But even if he gets a skill shot, he's going to need about 3 sets of 2 shots to get all those reds out, you know. So and it was going to be a tough snooker for him to get anyway. Because the tighter he was getting the snooker, the more chance he was putting the reds on the black, you know. So
So just looking at the draw, that's into the semis, and
we know Clint's already through.
Yeah, Clint's through, so you play the winner of Mr. Farnsworth and Mr. Blurton. Currently 4-2 to Mr. Blurton.
He's playing really well. He's had a couple of good results.
So either way, it's going to be a tough match.
Yeah. I'm not really bothered who I play, to be honest. And obviously, I think hopefully I can kick on the next match, play a bit better, so maybe cut out a couple of silly mistakes. But last match, I think I probably hit the balls off the break the best I've hit them all day.
Yeah.
But I think only once I had an easy finish in the break. You know, it's the way they go sometimes. So if I can keep on hitting the break like that, I've got every chance, I think.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, well, Simon, we won't keep you any longer. Thanks for your time and your comments, and
good luck in the next round.
See you later.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Thanks.
Okay.
Cheers, Simon.
Cheers. So Simon Ward marches on into the semis. He plays the winner, as we said, Mark Farnsworth, Andy Blurton.
So the wheat's been separated from the chaff now, isn't it? We're getting some the big names there in the last 4. We've got Clint, we've got Simon.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Farnsworth, we've got McCarthy.
All the regulars.
The cream rises to the top.
That's right, yeah.
Cream rises to the top. So I suspect we may have a little break.
Yeah, I'm just going to nip off, and I think food's on the cards. Kev, what are you thinking?
No, I've eaten, thank you.
I
had a nice KFC delivered, which was very nice. So I think we're probably going to have about a half-hour break.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you shortly.
All right then. So we'll keep you updated on the screen as to what time the next match is starting. But just looking at the way the matches are at the moment. In fact, so Ryan Clark is 6-0 with Nathan Davies, so that will be the next match on the stream against Ronan McCarthy. So I reckon if we say back in 15 minutes.
15,
yeah. 9 o'clock next match. Perfect. So join us then.